What's going on, YouTube? We're back. It's been a lot of weeks. So let's start with the verse of the day first. I'm going to give you a couple of verses, and then I'll explain why I'm giving a couple of verses after I read them. So we are in 2 Timothy chapter 4, starting at verse 3. And it says, "For the time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching, but having itching ears they will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths." So, the reason I gave you that is exactly what the verse says. I didn't want to give you something out of context, and a lot of people with Bible verses will find an inspirational Bible verse, read it completely out of context because it makes them feel better, and they can use it to maybe justify something that they've done. So don't do that. Read a whole verse in context, and don't just get your little bit of preaching from YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. Read the Word yourself. Dive into the Word. I encourage you this morning to do that. Well, it might not be morning, but for me it's morning. So with that, let me tell you where we've been. So on September 11th, my wife birthed our second son. It has been, the airplane's flying over. So, you know what they say, it's not a YouTube video until there's an airplane or a lawnmower or some noise to completely affect your audio, which we also don't have mics today because we haven't filmed in 3 weeks, and it's the struggle bus, we're driving it, struggle bus. So son was born September 11th. A week later, at his 1 week checkup, his heart rate was off the wall. It was like 300 plus. We ended up in the emergency room here in our hometown. They then told us we needed to go to the children's pediatric cardiologist in Winston-Salem. So they sent an ambulance from there to pick us up. We were there for a day or two, and then after that, our bathroom flooded, and it rushed into our walk-in closet in our bedroom. It rushed into the main area of our bedroom. So I then had to tear up all the carpet, so that's an ongoing process at the house. And then, as most of you know, I live here in North Carolina. I live very close to Western North Carolina, where the hurricane has affected so many lives, including the school that I attend, which is Appalachian State. Boone is completely underwater. Asheville is completely underwater. Many of the surrounding areas have been widely affected. So that's why we've been on hiatus for 3 weeks. I don't promise because I don't know, and I'm a man of my word, but it shouldn't be 3 weeks until another video comes out, but you at least have the reason why now. So, today, as you can probably see in my hand, we got a Temu package. I ordered this package like 2 or 3 months ago. I have no idea what's in it, but today we are going to dive into these contents and do a little Temu challenge for you. So, first thing, Kingdom High Temptation and Quality Soft Baits. Okay, look guys, first of all, like first impression, this packaging is actually like really nice. Really nice. And what caught my eye on the website, oh, that stinks. That smells terrible. Oh, but look at these things. They are like, the color is super realistic on them. Like, that looks like a real worm. So, I'm curious. They're very tiny. So, I don't know. I think 3/0 is the smallest hook that I have. And I didn't bring my bag with me because we're doing a Temu challenge. And I was like, I'm not going to need my whole bag. So, I don't know. These might be difficult. But, first impression, these look really nice. The packaging is great. The color on it's great. So, I got 2 packs of those. We'll definitely probably not get through them all. Alright. The next thing I got, it doesn't even say, it doesn't have a name on it, so I can't. T-bait. It says T-bait. What's T-bait? I don't know. T-bait. Anyways, they're craws. And again, let's get one of these things out. It looked good. You know what I mean? Like, it just looked good. Now, I've used stuff on Temu before, like, for funsies. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's got a hook. Huh, look at that. It's pre-rigged with a hook in there. And just look at that thing. Look at that little guy. Oh, he's getting munched. I'm telling you, this thing's getting munched. So I got a couple different colors of this.
Does that one stink?
No, it just smells like plastic. But I got a couple different colors of these. These are both 5/8. Yeah, there's like an orange color. I really like that color. I think it's gonna get bit up. So I don't know how those hooks are gonna hold up. That's gonna be. They're all 5/8. That's gonna be the real chest. The last thing. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Let's see. It says fishing products. This is another Kingdom product. It says on here. I can't read this. It says like Wi-Fi Qingdong Fishing Tackle Company. So there you have it. I have no idea what this is. It looks like I don't know. It looks like a hornet. I think it's topwater. That's my guess. This is a topwater. It's very calm this morning, and it's small. And again, I've never caught anything humongous out of this pond. I've seen one good fish. It was maybe 3 pounds. I was fishing a buzz bait either early in the morning or late in the evening, and it was like one of those, I hadn't been bit in like a really long time, and so I was just kind of cranking, and I pulled the bait up out of the water way before I should have, and I saw this beast come from the depths to about attack it, and then it saw me like pulling it out of the water, and it took off, and I never caught it. So I think I might put this on first. I brought 2 rods. I thought that I might have had something light in here. So I brought some spinning gear. This thing is wild. I don't think it's gonna hold up. And the hooks look, well, they're sticky, so that's good. But they look like they're gonna bend out really easily. So let me get this tied on. I think I'm gonna tie on one of these craws because they're pre-rigged with hooks. And we're gonna see you guys catching some fish. It's much more fun to catch than it is to just fish, but it's still fun all the same. I mean, it's been frustrating today. I'm not gonna lie. It's more frustrating not catching fish when I'm specifically filming content. Like if I was just fishing right now, like if we had just come out this morning just to kick back and relax and fish, I think it would be less not fun. But knowing that I'm not getting good content to put on the tubes is what's a little bit more frustrating. And I mean, I get, you know, if you're watching these videos, you're obviously, you know, you're here for fishing content. And so my philosophy is it kind of goes both ways, because if you're just catching half a dozen fish every single video, it kind of gives a false sense of fishing, because that's just not the reality of fishing. The reality is that you're going to come out on days like this and the weather's going to be funky, or the fish are going to be funky, and you're not going to catch fish. Like that's just all there is to it. You're not going to catch fish every single time you go fishing, period. And if you want that, then fishing's not for you, because it's just not going to happen. And so if you justify your means of fishing and your level of fun by only catching fish, I'm just might as well tell you right now, just keep watching fishing videos on YouTube and don't fish yourself. that's a 40-pound turtle, dude. That's a 40-pound turtle. Oh my gosh, that's where the fish are going. That's insane. I'm so glad we got that on video. I hope you can see how big it really is on video. Because I mean,
you really couldn't. That's nightmare fuel right there to catch.
That will make you never get in a pond like this to swim.
Yeah. That's also crazy to think that you caught that one time.
That thing would easily take all your fingers clean off. All right, guys, just gonna wrap it. As you can see, we finished with not a Temu bait. We switched them onto worm. The truth of it is I really wanted to see if it was the conditions and the weather, or if it was the Temu baits, and I kind of knew what the answer was. So I threw this on, same thing, for like probably, I don't know, the last 35 minutes I put a Mondo worm on. Nothing. We saw the big, huge alligator snapping turtle. Glad you guys got to see that. I want that thing not in this pond. It could literally be in any other pond and I would be okay. I mean, the one down there is where I've caught the PB. I've seen 3 fish over 6 pounds caught out of there, so I am glad that that ginormous turtle isn't down there. But this water is a much smaller. This body of water, there's much less space for the fish to go and run and hide from that 40-pound. I think it's 40 pounds legitimately. I think it's 40 pounds. That 40-pound snapping turtle in here. I want it not in there, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna give up on those Temu baits. The fishing will pick back up as soon as the water regulates, the fish regulate the temperature. It's been less than a week since the water temperature drastically dropped. I really think that's what the issue is. It's also morning. Maybe if we had the day to let the water warm up a little bit, this evening would be better, but life and things going on. We won't go another 3 weeks, I promise. I said I wasn't gonna promise in the intro, but I do promise. School's out for like another 2 weeks. So me and cameraman Christian are gonna hook up and we're gonna take the boat out for sure. Go ahead and cut that part out. Me and cameraman Christian are going to figure our schedules out, and we're gonna get out on the boat for sure one day here in the next couple weeks before it gets too cold for that. We've got a couple more video ideas written down. That last video, guys, thank you. It got a ton of traction. Saw a bunch of subs bump up. Again, you guys are going to be the ones that help me. So like, share. If you're watching videos like this, I'm assuming you have friends and family members who like the same things. Pass it on to them. My cameraman is so trash, guys. Like, if you're a cameraman, hit up my Booby Fishin email address. I'm taking applications.
This is dead. Filming on the phone. Can't even hold it steady.
Can't even hold it steady.
GoPro's dead.
So hopefully the intro and the outro were entertaining for you guys. Sorry about the fish catches. It's fishing. There was a rant in there. It's just the way of the world. You're not going to catch fish every time. So Temu fishing challenge was a fail, but we will be back with those Temu baits. I promise you guys, I will not give up on those 3 baits until we catch at least 1 fish on one of the 3. We'll catch you guys next time. Love you so much. Stay blessed. Stay fishing. Peace.